How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to What Remains of Edith Finch. Things are taking a little... Well, I can't say they're taking a solemn turn because it's been pretty tragic from start to finish. Let's make things nice again. Let's go through all these secret little areas. You know, that's fun. Secret areas are good. Secret areas are what we want. They will cheer us right up. I'm pretty sure I know where we're headed, actually.
After Sam died,
shit.
My mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
But hey, maybe the curse is over. Maybe the curse is lifted. Oh god. Alright, let's just get through this bit. And then I'm sure everything will be fine. That painting...
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
What on earth was that? Why did the music just... like the record player slowed down or something then? Oh, I'm the frog. I'm the frog now.
Turn it over, Gregory. It's time to... Hold on, sweetie.
Okay. I'm preoccupied. That's fine. I'm conducting frogs. Frogs and ducks.
Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I don't remember this mini-game at all. Popping ducks? I mean... we all know what's coming. I'm going to try to just put that out of my mind and try and instead pay attention to the little duck mini-game that I've completely forgotten about, because everything that follows is pretty fucking brutal. Let's fill...
Lost in his imagination.
Whoops. I'm absolutely I got the achievement saying I got them all. And there's no B in Gregory, so absolutely I'm going to take that. Oh, can we get this whale involved in some way? On Orcas Island?
It sure made him happy.
Oh, we can. There he goes. Flip you over, so you can have the best swim of your life. What do you think to all these ducks? I mean, he's pretty thrilled. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do what I know that I'm pretty sure I have to do. Oh. Wait, what's that?
I know how silly it sounds.
Bubbles? Oh, toys and bubbles, that's...
But I'm worried about a baby.
This place is full of shit! Yeah,
I
do.
feel him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
That's okay.
I know you think everything-
Yeah, take the plug out.
Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it.
But the plug's out, isn't it? But the plug's out. Thank you, Mr. Whale. I'm not doing that. I mean, I know I have to progress the game. I wish there was another option. Wait, Mr. Whale. Wait. I wish you would shift so I could see if this plug was still out. Oh dear. Well, I'm just avoiding the inevitable, aren't I?
I wish he could have told us about the world he saw.
I'm just going to ignore everything that's happening and we'll just try and pop all these little bubbles in this little mini game.
So much I don't understand. About Gregory. About everything.
Yeah. Hey, there are all my letters. Are we swimming for the plug?
But I know what happened wasn't your fault.
Wait, what? The plug's out, isn't it?
Sure as heck. And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
There's nothing I can say to that part. I'm just going to move past it. I tried to make things funny and action-packed on this
I can't
channel.
imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet
And yet. But yeah, that part is just brutal. And it got me again. I think it always will, because it's just so tragic. The duck and the whale and the frog, that's all fun. But yeah, that's a really difficult moment in this game. So let's just keep going. Find out about other people instead. A poem for Gus.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard.
Oh,
Before
so
the day
now...
my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
Well, I mean, this family just does not stop talking about death. What I'm going to talk about, however, is these right nice text
Gus stood far
transitions.
apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
I can't get them. Can't I? Or do we just spin them round? That's fine. Oh no, it's just doing it for me, because it knows I'm
You don't
shit.
need a stepmom, were the words that I know.
I appreciate it, game. Thank you. Should I be looking at the actual wedding? Should I be ruining this wedding with my fucking appalling kite skills? They gave me a kite at their wedding. Like, I would say that you're to blame more than me. It ain't my fault. You know what's coming. Hey, more text. Oh, that's what that was.
The time the photos came, Dad ordered him to come
With
in,
the arm.
but Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
No response. Silent as the wind. And just simply... Yeah, that's what that was on the beach. It was the totem on its side. I'm sure that's not foreboding in any way.
Rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the
Wow,
tent
that's so
our dad
cool.
had crudely made.
As everyone's gone. And yet, I will not
Thunder
let this
sounded
kite,
much too close and full of
this
anger.
kite expedition be deterred.
All my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
Wait, so who's the father here? I wish that. Oh goodness.
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea and foam.
I mean,
But I didn't. Until we found you.
it looked really cool. So, who was Gus then?
She
Let's
never
have a little
talked
look.
about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Okay, let's just have a few minutes, shall we? Just taking in the pretty little sights of this house. Let's not find out about family members for 5 seconds, and maybe everything will just feel a little more right with the world. So were they homeschooled? Is that what's going on here? I've got memories of this being a lot brighter last time. It's kind of tricksy to see. Let's climb this
Mom moved
wall.
up to the loft
Edith,
after her brothers
be
died.
bloody careful.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
I don't recall this part of the tale.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Louis was born a year later.
Edith, it's pretty windy up here. What did we just read? What did we just learn?
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
Oh, that's nice. Nice little Disney font. Hey, Milton. Milton's been here too.
And to see kids in the house again.
Wait, so did Milton... Is that the unfinished Swan stuff? Does that look like the logo and the artwork from Finished Swan? I think that I might have been right. Hey, we found time after all. We found time to explore this house in all these Disney branded planters. Well, lovely. You see, that's what I want. Just a little bit of time. A little bit of...
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
I don't think this house could get much bigger. I'm pretty sure we've gone as far as it would ever go. We've achieved its full form. Especially now. What's in here?
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
Hey, it is homeschooled. We've got like a school on top of your treehouse. Let's do that. More of that, please. Yeah. Lest we forget some books. That's the biggest threat to this whole fucking family. One match gone awry, the whole house is going up.
But it didn't last.
No, it didn't last. Be careful.
The beginning of May was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
We don't find out about Milton though, do we? Let's have a little peep.
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Oh, so we actually don't get a date. There's still hope. Yeah, now I need to go play Unfinished Swan because I don't know how that ends. I don't know what. I hope that's a more positive ending than the rest of this tale. It'd be nice to think that something's got resolved in a more happy manner. Just one. Just give us one. Well. What's this? Oh. It wasn't. I thought it was a well. And instead it was something far more uplifting. Hello, Milton. You got a picture anyway. This music. Well, let's just assume everything is to do with the Unfinished Swan. And look at this flip book.
Milton
because
Finch
it's flipping right
the
good.
magic paintbrush.
The little trigger on the controller feels amazing. Like you can feel it actually flipping. Ta-da! Off he goes. I'm going to choose to believe, I don't care what evidence there is to the contrary, I'm going to choose to believe that Milton's okay.
I was 4 when Milton
And he looks like Doug. Do you think he looks like Doug? You remember Doug? And Pork Chop?
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
He's fine. He's absolutely fine. He's somewhere out there. Even if it's in Drawing World. I'm gonna choose to believe the fantastical. That's exactly where he is.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Whatever Milton had found in the house. What did he find in the house? What do you mean? Oh, now I'm intrigued. Is it something dark? Oh. Hey, this staircase has revealed itself. Could I have just gone straight up there? Almost certainly. Interesting.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself.
Who's Lewis?
After he
Who is
graduated, he
Lewis?
just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Oh. That's who Lewis is.
Everyone always told me to stay out of Lewis's room. Except Lewis.
Well, we will honour that wish, and we'll break straight in there. Look at this! I have hammock seats on my boat at the top of my house. I mean, there are goals, and then they're achieving this sort of life. And you got a black light, so everything's UV and cool. What more could you want?
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I love all like glow-in-the-dark UV stuff. I think I mentioned it in the Concrete Genie series when we went into the sewers and there were just mushrooms everywhere and everything went like all neon colour. That in video games to me is super. Super duper.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He
yeah.
kept working at the cannery.
It's a wonderful sound in my... how do I...
But he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behaviour.
There's a lovely sound in my headphones for the first time that I've ever played it with headphones on. His mind began to look for an answer that wasn't there. What am I missing? Oh, okay, I didn't fucking hell. I didn't see the little oh god, right, how are we...
I asked him to describe it.
Bear with, because now I've got to do
He
two
said
things
he
at
started
once.
Small, imagining a labyrinth.
Yeah. My thumbs are having to work independently of each other. I can't even talk anymore.
Bats.
Bats.
And toads.
We ain't fan of bats on this channel. I love bats, really. Bats in real life. Real life bats are fine. But video game bats have caused me nothing but strife. Oh god. Oh, this is so tricky. What the fuck is that?
Things that have not names.
You're starting to sound a little like Galadriel.
He knew it was all in his head.
Oh. I'm sorry for how bad I'm doing
He took
this
it very
part.
seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more.
Ooh. What did we find?
I worried about him then.
Yeah.
Daydreaming at the cannery.
One step at a time.
I spoke with his boss.
It's like an Escher painting all of a
But
sudden.
he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him.
Again, my eyes keep wandering to the other side. Which is why I keep just flat facing into a wall every now and again.
He told me he'd made a new friend.
Hello. Yeah. It does very well of leading you around where you're meant to go. Lewistopia. Bloody hell.
He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
I run out of fish. We've got fish.
And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band.
This is a banging tune, Lewis. Especially that
He
drum
was
bit.
always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger.
Oh.
He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable
That
as
part I
ever.
seem to have got a little hand on.
Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won.
I'm sorry, the princess is in another castle.
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already
Off we
wandering.
go. Wait, do I even need to...
It
Did
became
I
a
even need to
danger.
do the fish part? Do I have to? Oh wait, is the screen gonna build? All right, okay.
City, then immediately push
The
on.
screen is getting over fucking loaded with fish. I can't see.
New Louisville.
Nah, we're gonna crash. Look at what you've done now. It's gone all dredge.
St. Louis.
St. Louis. Ah.
He started drifting away from our reality.
I'm drifting away from the actual fucking river at this point. I'm gonna crash.
Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the canal.
He's punning like an absolute king, though.
Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
This has got to be the
Lewis,
trickiest part of the game.
He heard rumours of a...
Wait, stop, Lewis! Wait, you fishy-fingered... Right, okay, let's... Can we... I can't even turn. Beautiful prince. Oh yeah, everything's made out of books again. Why the fuck not? Why change the habits of a actual lifetime? Ooh.
The prince was on his own quest for...
sinister serpents, thank you. If you don't mind.
Sinister serpents.
The most sinister. Whoa. It is like dredge. And look how easy it is to just knock everything down.
He followed the sound of his...
I followed the sound of my silver harp,
silver harp.
I think. Okay.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon.
Ooh.
Even then, his logic remained sound.
Okay. Let's follow that guy, who is faster than Sonic the Hedgehog. Ah, too many fish. Too many fish. Too many fish.
But he was so proud of having created it.
Yeah. Wait, what? Oh, okay.
In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
It's interesting how fast your right thumb does get used to the monotony of just like swiping right, flicking forward, much like I guess Lewis did in the cannery. That's quite an interesting thing to have happen. Oh, what? The turn has changed. I haven't compared anything to Resident Evil 7 in this video yet. I'm sorry everyone, if that's what you've been waiting for. Obviously unsubscribe, I get it, but I'll do it now. Isn't it like Resident Evil 7? In a way. In a very loose, but hey, that's our stuff from the bedroom. Ain't it? That's a big old handheld device, isn't it?
We began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
Oh, is that ourselves? Oh, okay.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Ah. What are we getting onto
I could
here?
Save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions.
Hello. Okay, we're just moving forward now. It's out of my control. We're just going on a little parade. Everyone is thrilled that I'm here, especially that guy with his big scarf.
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on inviting him.
Oh, I really like the music in this section. So much so that I don't remember. Oh, it's so epic. Hello, guards.
His prince waiting, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do.
Again, I haven't mentioned how different this is to the rest of the game. How many like different play styles? How many different play styles do they want to give you? It's amazing. And yeah, wonderful. I mean, it was always destined, wasn't it?
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
This game gives with one hand. This isn't a pun just on what I was doing with the fish, but it really gives with one hand. And all that fun and all that jovial music.
Cool. I wish you could have met him.
And then just immediately slaps you. Goodness me, yeah. I'm sorry that I'm not commenting on the serious tone and nature of what was going on in that section, but I don't know what I would say. I don't know what my words are for those moments. It's just so sad and brutal. But the gameplay of it, really cool. At first I was struggling so hard with those fish going into that guillotine, and then controlling the prince walking through like the maze and the world at the same time, but I don't know when or how it happens. But you just start thinking about them separately and not even really having to think about it. That's really quite neat.
Indian. I think for him it was a way to be something other than just a Finch.
I bet there's a lot of little bits like that, but I've just missed, you know. Because again, I don't remember seeing that. And it's absolutely optional, isn't it? What have we got out here? Nothing good, probably.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
I don't think Edith would want to go. What's down there? What's that glowing thing? I'm not sure. I am not sure. Let's not question it. I'm sure it's nothing happy.
I wish we'd stayed.
Yeah. You didn't take
I
anything.
understand why we left.
Now you say like she told you to start packing. Did you just ignore her and just leave everything in the house exactly where it was? I'll pack. Pack like a fox! Foxes don't pack.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
Oh, well there we go. That answered that, didn't it?
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
What happened? Hey, this is Edith's bedroom. Edith lived at the very top of this house. Cool.
But it had to end one way or another.
Yeah, that looks nice. Oh, look at this bedroom! Piss off!
All that's left now was to tell you about that last night.
Wow. The lights are on. What's the significance? Is there something that I'm missing that's really obvious? Probs? Maybe. Everywhere else has been turned off, hasn't it? Hey. Is this the book that was at the beginning of the game?
Last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Wait, so, like, I can't quite remember what happens to Edie. I don't remember how that gets resolved, but with the mum just saying alcohol can interfere with your medication that you're taking, is that what that's alluding to?
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance.
Ooh.
Or that Edie had a key to it.
No. I don't remember this. I didn't even spot this on the first time we went through.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house.
Because I hope it does.
Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
History of the Finches by Edith Finch.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born.
We're finding out Edith's
that
story.
Night, the tide went way, way out.
We're going to the house.
It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean.
Okay, I was going to say,
They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years.
Would the tide go out that far? Just this once.
God, it smelled awful.
Yeah.
You know, I've seen that house every day of my life.
Who am I now, then?
But I never thought I'd go back to it.
Oh, okay. Anytime I ask a question, it gets answered immediately.
I lost my way.
Yo, well, I'm just going to hold forward on the thumbstick. And hopefully that will solve everyone's problem. Can't get lost if you don't move.
Turned around.
Oh. And again. You did get turned around. Where the hell are we? Well, walking into a wall, as always. I'm lost.
I started seeing things.
What did we see? I heard something. I probably just missed it. Apologies. Did a deer just run past? I think a deer runs past.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed.
Oh.
But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them.
They were right here. The gate and the fence. Didn't we bring this house across on a ship and it...
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again.
Yes, it doesn't...
The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
What does it mean she was
After
already
that,
gone?
we moved around a lot.
I think I've always just assumed it meant she wasn't there. But then now I don't know. I've never picked up on that medication
We both
line
tried
before.
to make the best of it.
I don't think it does mean that.
A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it.
Wow. The typography in this
But
game
she
is
started getting
wild.
sick a lot.
Oh. Oh.
She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
Yeah.
This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Oh. Again, so if there was a curse, then it absolutely continued all the way right into the very end. I don't know, that brutal. I don't know, what does that mean for this new kid? This is quite a nice little feature. All the people who worked on the game, all the little family photos, that's sweet. And we're taking a journey back through the house that we just went through. Yeah, this game is so good, it's so super. The story is like equal parts devastating and tragic, but then just wildly interesting at the same time. And just the way you discover all these stories by crawling through the house and through the history of everyone who lived in it. It's so unique, I can't think of another game that I've played like it. And I think every walking simulator that I've tried to find since hasn't managed to capture what this game did. I really loved Everybody's Gone to the Rapture, that was a great game. Firewatch I thought was awesome, but I still wouldn't say that they had the magic of what this game does. Maybe it's all the different playing styles, or maybe it's just the story itself, but I just find it so captivating. Some of the darker parts, I'd forgotten quite how upsetting they were. Well, I mean, case in point, look at what's on screen now. But then, yes, things like the Barbara Finch story, as tragic as that is, I think it was told in a more lighter, upbeat way. So yeah, you get this whole blend, like, the whole way through the game. This won't be the last time that I play it. Every year, I think, since it came out, or maybe at least every couple of years, I've definitely played it again. And I aim to continue doing so, even if that means we have to watch everyone neck an entire can of peaches again. But yeah, I'm going to leave this video and this series right here. Thank you so much for joining me. Hopefully you found the story as interesting as I did. But if not, thank you for joining me anyway, and hopefully I will see you in the next video. Bye.